Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into a very special coin, the 1951 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might have one sitting in an old jar or tucked away in a drawer. But what if we told you this little copper coin could be worth more than just 1 cent? In some cases, it might even be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on its condition and rarity. So stay tuned as we explore the history, key features, rare errors, and current market value of the 1951 Lincoln penny. History of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. The obverse, or front of the coin, shows a profile of Lincoln facing right, and the reverse originally featured 2 wheat stalks. This is why early pennies are often called wheat pennies. The wheat design lasted until 1958, making the 1951 penny part of the classic wheat penny series. 1951 Lincoln penny overview. In 1951, Lincoln pennies were minted in 3 locations: a Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark; Denver Mint, marked with a small d; San Francisco Mint, marked with a small s. More than 1 billion Lincoln cents were minted in total that year, making the 1951 penny common overall. However, not all coins are created equal. Condition, mint mark, and rare errors can significantly affect value. Design details to look for. Let's talk about what makes a 1951 penny special. On the front, or obverse, you'll see Abraham Lincoln's bust, the words "In God We Trust" above his head, liberty to the left, the date 1951 to the right. Look closely under the date. If you see a D or an S, that tells you the mint location. On the back, or reverse, you'll find the words 1 cent and United States of America in large lettering E pluribus unum across the top. 2 wheat stalks along each side. What makes a 1951 penny valuable? The base value of a 1951 penny is its copper content. Just about 2 to 3 cents. But collectors pay much more for coins that are in great shape or have unique features. There are 3 major value factors: mint state condition, uncirculated. Coins that were never used and have no wear are known as mint state or uncirculated. These can sell from 50 cents up to $20 or more, depending on their grade. Rare errors. Some 1951 pennies have minting errors that make them extremely rare. Examples include a double die obverse, where the image or lettering appears doubled, off-center strikes, die cracks, or lamination errors. If you have a 1951 penny with any of these, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars to collectors. High-grade proofs or certified coins graded by professional companies like PCGS or NGC and rated MS65 or higher can fetch premium prices. A 1951 S penny in MS67 condition once sold for over $3,000 at auction. Current market value by type. Here's a quick breakdown of current market values as of 2025. 1951, no mint mark, circulated, 3 to 15 cents. Mint state, $1 to $10 plus with error, $50 to $500 plus depending on type. 1951D, Denver Mint, circulated, 3 to 20 cents. Mint state, $1 to $15 with error or MS67 grade, up to $800 or more. 1951S, San Francisco Mint, circulated, 5 to 25 cents. Mint state, $2 to $20 plus high grade. Examples, over $1,000. Possible tips for collectors and sellers: if you find a 1951 penny and want to know if it's valuable, examine it under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Look for any doubling, cracks, or oddities. Compare it to online images of known error coins. Consider getting it professionally graded. If it looks uncirculated, avoid cleaning your coin, this lowers its value. Also, check recent auction listings to get an idea of what similar coins are selling for today. Conclusion. So there you have it, the 1951 Lincoln penny. Might seem like just another old coin, but with the right features, it can be worth a lot more than face value. Whether you're a beginner collector or just curious about what's in your change jar, always keep an eye out for these little copper treasures. You never know, you could be holding onto a small piece of history that's worth a lot of money. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more valuable coin content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Today, we're diving deep into the world of rare and valuable pennies. Specifically, we're going to talk about the 1954 Lincoln wheat penny, a coin that many people overlook but can actually be worth a lot of money. If you've got one of these old coins lying around, you might be sitting on hidden treasure. So, let's explore the coin's history, varieties, errors, and current market value. First, let's begin with a little background. The 1954 Lincoln cent is part of the famous wheat penny series. These coins were minted from 1909 to 1958 and are easily recognizable by the 2 wheat stalks on the reverse side. On the front side, or obverse, you'll see the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, who first appeared on the penny in 1909 to mark his 100th birthday. This design was created by Victor David Brenner and is still used today, although the reverse design changed over time. And now, let's look at the minting details. In 1954, the United States Mint produced pennies at 3 locations: Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark Denver Mint, Mint Mark D San Francisco Mint. Mint Mark S. Each of these versions carries a different level of rarity and value in today's collector market. Over 71 million coins were minted in Philadelphia, about 251 million in Denver, and over 96 million in San Francisco. So generally, the Denver Mint had the highest production in 1954. Now here comes the exciting part. How much is a 1954 penny worth today? Let's start with the average circulated coin. If you have a 1954 penny that's been in someone's pocket or drawer for decades, it's probably worth around 5 to 15 cents. That's not a fortune, but it's definitely more than its face value. However, if you have a higher grade coin, meaning it has minimal wear and sharp details, the value goes up fast. In uncirculated condition, a 1954 penny can sell for $1 to $5, depending on the mint and grade. That's already a solid return, but we're not done yet. The real money is in the rare errors and high-grade coins. Some 1954 pennies have mint errors that can dramatically increase their value. For example, a double die errors. These occur when the coin is struck more than once, causing a noticeable doubling of letters or numbers. A 1954 double die penny can be worth hundreds of dollars. Off-center strikes. If the design is noticeably shifted, collectors will pay a premium. These error coins can range from $50 to several $100 depending on how dramatic the error is. Repunched mint marks. Some 1954D and 1954S pennies were found with repunched mint marks, where the mint letter was stamped more than once. These can fetch $25 to $150 or more depending on condition. Let's talk about graded coins for a moment. If your 1954 penny is in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could receive a high grade from a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Coins graded MS65 red or higher can sell for $100 to over $500 at auctions, especially if the color is vibrant and the luster is strong. Color is very important. Red is the most desirable, followed by red-brown, and then brown. And now, here's a real-life example. A 1954 Lincoln Wheat penny graded MS67 red by PCGS sold for over $2,000 at auction. Why? Because it was nearly perfect, with blazing red color and no visible marks. That's the kind of money serious collectors are willing to pay for top-quality specimens. So what should you do if you have a 1954 Lincoln penny? First, check the mint mark. Is it D, S, or none at all? Next, look at the coin's condition. Is it scratched and worn, or does it still shine like new? Then, examine it under a magnifying glass for possible errors like doubling or an off-center strike. If you think your coin might be valuable, you should consider getting it professionally graded. This gives buyers confidence in what they're purchasing and can increase the value. In conclusion, while the average 1954 penny may only be worth a few cents, some rare examples and errors are worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars today. With just a little bit of knowledge and attention to detail, you might find that your old coin collection is worth far more than you imagined. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos about rare coins and collectibles. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any coin treasure updates. Happy collecting, and keep checking your change. Today, we are diving deep into the story of a very special coin that might just be sitting in your pocket change right now, the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be surprised to learn that this seemingly ordinary copper-colored coin could actually be worth a lot of money in today's market, depending on a few key details. So stay tuned as we break down the history, rare errors, and current market value of the 1985 penny. You don't want to miss this one. Let's start with the history. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. The obverse, or front, of the coin has featured Lincoln's bust ever since. By 1985, the penny still carried the same classic design by Victor David Brenner on the front, Lincoln facing right, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" to the left, and the date, 1985, on the right side. If there is a small D or S under the date, that means the coin was minted in Denver or San Francisco. If there's no mint mark, then it was struck in Philadelphia. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, with the words United States of America above, the Latin phrase e pluribus unum, and the denomination 1 cent at the bottom. If you look closely, you can even see the tiny figure of Lincoln sitting between the pillars of the memorial. Now, here's where it gets interesting. In 1985, over 20 billion Lincoln pennies were minted. That's right, more than 20 billion. That includes coins struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. So what could possibly make a 1985 penny worth more than face value? The answer lies in condition, rarity, and errors. Let's talk about condition first. Coins that have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition, known as mint state, are the most valuable. The grading scale for coins ranges from 1 to 70, with MS70 being a perfect, flawless coin. A 1985 Lincoln penny graded MS65 or higher can be worth much more than 1 cent. These coins must have strong original luster, full details, and no signs of wear. In today's market, a 1985 penny in MS65 condition can sell for $5 to $10, and sometimes even higher depending on collector demand. Now let's talk about the real jackpot error coins. Mint errors can make a common penny extremely valuable. Here are some rare 1985 penny errors you should look out for. In number 1, the double die. A double die occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, causing a doubling of design elements. On a 1985 penny, this might show as doubled letters in Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date. These types of errors are highly sought after and can sell for $50 to several $100s, depending on the clarity and demand. Number 2, off-center strikes. If the coin was not properly centered when it was struck, you could end up with a coin where a portion of the design is missing. The more off-center it is, especially with a full visible date, the higher the value. Off-center 1985 pennies can be worth from $20 to over $100. Number 3, clipped planchets. This error occurs when part of the coin's edge is cut off, due to a misfeed in the blanking press. A clipped 1985 penny can be worth anywhere from $10 to $50 or more, again depending on the size and placement of the clip. Number 4, BIE error. This is a small die break between the letters B and E in Liberty, which can look like the letter I. It's a popular and collectible variety, especially among Lincoln penny fans. BIE error pennies typically sell for $5 to $20. And number 5, wrong planchet error. This is rare, but if a 1985 penny was struck on the wrong type of metal, for example, a dime planchet, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on its uniqueness and demand. And now, let's discuss the metal content. In 1982, the composition of the penny changed from 95% copper to 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. So the 1985 penny is mostly zinc, with just a copper shell. This means that its intrinsic metal value is lower than the older all-copper coins, but that doesn't stop collectors from paying top dollar for mint state or error examples. So what is the current market value of a 1985 penny? Let's break it down. Circulated 1985 pennies in average condition are worth face value, just 1 cent. Mint state coins graded MS63 to MS65 can sell for $5 to $10. MS66 and MS67 red coins, especially from professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, can sell for $20 to $100 or more. Rare errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or wrong planchet coins can fetch prices ranging from $50 to several $100s or more at auction. And if you want to know whether your coin is valuable, look at its condition under a magnifying glass, check for any doubling or errors, and consider sending it to a grading service if it looks flawless. Always remember, a coin's value depends on rarity, demand, and condition. Even 1 cent can turn into $100 or more if you have the right coin. So next time you're going through your change jar, don't overlook those old pennies. That 1985 Lincoln cent might just be your lucky find. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a valuable coin tip. Drop a comment below and tell us what rare coins you found. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your pockets always be full of treasure.